Welcome back to the Good News with Truth. I am your host, Privileged Truth, and thank you for tuning in. This is season 2 of our C.L.A.I.R series, where we are unpacking what it means to carry, to lead, anoint, intercede, release, and stand as kingdom vessels. We've been walking heavy through January and February, and today we enter week 6 of the carry phase with a sobering reminder. Don't drop what you're carrying. Not everything Yahuah assigns feels glorious. Not even burden feels spiritual. Some days, the only thing holy about your assignment is the fact that you didn't walk away from it. Let's go deeper. When the load feels too heavy, sometimes the most dangerous moment in your assignment isn't at the beginning. It's in the middle. The part where you've been faithful, but there's no reward yet. You've prayed, but the breakthrough hasn't come. You've obeyed, but now it's stretching you in ways you didn't expect. And this quiet pressure begins to whisper, just put it down. You've done enough. This ain't working anyway. That's when the test shows up. Not to see how strong you are, but to see how faithful you remain when it stops feeling noble. Let's go to the scriptures. In 1 Samuel 15, King Saul was given a direct command from Yahuah. Destroy Amalek, leaving nothing behind. Don't spare the flock, don't spare the king. But Saul modified the instruction. He saved the best of the sheep. He spared King Agag, and then he tried to worship after disobeying. Listen to what the prophet Samuel told him. In 1 Samuel 15, 22 and 23 of the KJV, behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he has also rejected thee from being king. Let that sink in. Yahuah saw partial obedience as rebellion. He called selective faithfulness witchcraft. And he removed Saul from leadership, not because he refused to carry, but because he carried halfway. Then we go to 2 Samuel 6. David is moving the Ark of the Covenant. The presence of Yahuah is on the move, literally. But it's being transported on a cart instead of on the shoulders of the priest. The oxen stumble, the ark begins to shift, and Uzzah, meaning well, reaches out and grabs it. 2 Samuel 6:7 KJV. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Uzzah, and God smote him there for his error, and there he died by the ark of God. Why? Because he touched what he was never authorized to carry. Uzzah's intentions were good. His position was not. This is why it's not just about whether you carry, but how and whether you were assigned to. You don't get to grab someone else's weight because it looks like it's falling. You don't get to put down your own weight because it feels too hard. Let's bring this home. Dropping your assignment doesn't always look like rebellion. Sometimes it looks like shortening the prayer when you used to intercede, ignoring the nudge to text someone, forgetting to upload the episode, write the page, record the song. I've been guilty for that at times. Telling yourself, I'll get to it later, when you know it's really, I don't feel like doing this anymore. You haven't quit with your words, but your posture is saying, I'm done. The kingdom doesn't just need people to start well. It needs people who will carry all the way through. Galatians 6:9 KJV says, and let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. Do you hear the condition? We reap if we don't faint. That means there is a timed harvest with your name on it, but fainting forfeits it. The enemy doesn't always need to steal your calling. He just needs you to put it down early. Real talk. The weight is real, but so is the grace. Let's not pretend the assignment isn't heavy. Some days, obedience feels like warfare. Sometimes the load doesn't shift for weeks. Sometimes people don't appreciate it. And sometimes your body's tired and your soul says, not today. But here's the truth. Yahuah doesn't give out gold and expect you to carry it like gravel. What he puts in your hands has weight because it has worth. I'm going to say that again. What he puts in your hands has weight because it has worth. So yes, The mantle is heavy, but he never asked you to carry it alone. And if you've been walking faithfully but tempted to let go, I came to remind you, don't drop it now. Take a moment and ask yourself, have I been quietly letting go of something Yah told me to carry? Am I obeying halfway and calling it finished? Have I picked up anything that looks important but wasn't assigned to me? And what would it look like to finish strong, even if nobody sees it? You are not just being watched for how you start. You are being watched for how you finish. Yahuah sees your grip loosening, and he's sending strength today, not shame. Because what you're carrying matters, not just to you, but to the people connected to your obedience. Do not drop it. I'm going to say it again. Do not drop it. In closing, I would love to say a prayer. Abba Yahuah, we confess the times we've grown weary and let our grip slip. We ask you for the strength to finish what you've assigned to us. We ask that you restore our focus, sharpen our obedience, and reignite the fire. Help us carry through the weight without delay, without resentment, and without compromise. In the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, we all claim it by faith. Let us all say, it is so. Amen. Thank you for tuning in to The Good News with Truth. I am your host, Privileged Truth. Until next time, Shalom.